Guess what, guys? I just landed a do follow backlink from a DR65 website, and not just that, एक और do follow backlink from a big media outlet which has about DR or TA of 83. और यही नहीं, मुझे इससे के पहले एक DR56 से भी backlink मिला है. And in this video, I'm gonna break down my exact strategy which I use to answer the Haro pitch request to boost my domain authority and drive organic traffic for absolutely free. So stick around till the end because it's going to be worth it. Hey guys, if you're new to this channel, I am Prerak Mehta और मैं अपनी जर्नी एज अ फाउंडर ऑफ नेट माफिया एक वेब डिज़ाइन एंड एसईओ मार्केटिंग एजेंसी यूट्यूब पे डॉक्यूमेंट करता हूँ. एंड यू गाइस showed a lot of love in my previous video, so thank you for that. In that video, I shared an amazing Haro alternative tool allowing you to get backlinks for free. So if in case you haven't watched that yet, I highly recommend you to watch that first by clicking on that I button because this is going to be part 2 of that series. So let's say you want to answer a PR pitch but don't know where to start. What are you gonna do? Well, if you had Googled up this, you might come across a bunch of different Haro agencies charging you hundreds and thousands of dollars for a single link. Or if you had searched on Reddit, you might come across a very generic answer, something like learn copywriting first, then show your expertise, answer only if you are a subject matter expert, etc., etc. Which, although is not completely false, but what if you are an SEO marketer just like me, trying to build backlinks for their clients? Does that mean I will have to master what my client is doing and then only proceed to answer the question? Or do I need to outsource this entire work to some Haro agency and be left with little to, in some cases, no profit margin? Well, in this video, I'll share how I use a bunch of different free AI tools to help me answer these PR pitches without me having to break my bank and also get to see some tangible results. Oh, and by the way, I have an AI local SEO course on Udemy in which I dive deep into building backlinks for free using different AI tools. And I have created specifically for beginners. The course content clocks over 7 hours of video lectures. I've got hundreds of students with dozens of 5-star reviews. So it's a really great return on investment. Don't forget to check out the link mentioned in the video description. Coming back to the video, the very first step is selecting the right pitch. I am very particular when it comes to selecting the Haro pitches that I'm going to answer. If my client is in the HVAC industry and my goal is to get backlinks for them, I would not go and answer PR pitch related to home decor or gardening. I would only stick to those which are related to air conditioning, heating, and ventilation. So the very first step is to hyper niche down and make sure you only answer to those which are relevant to your niche. Next step is to make sure you are answering the pitch just a few hours after it is asked. I have replied many pitches late and they never got accepted. So in my personal experience, only those pitches gets accepted which are replied the earliest or just before the deadline. Because at the end of the day, these journalists and pitch requesters get tons of replies in their inbox and they don't always have time to wait till the deadline and then go through all the answers one by one and select the perfect one. They often prioritize on a first come first serve basis. Let's say for some reason, if you are not able to reply when the pitch was first published, you can try to submit your response just a few minutes before the deadline so that it always lands at the top of the inbox and your chances of it getting noticed increases. So step number 2 is to make sure your answer always lands either at the top of the inbox or you reply the earliest possible way. Don't reply in the middle. So make sure you either reply the quickest or the last. By the way, if you're finding this video helpful, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video amongst your friends and family members who might be in need for SEO. If this video gets 25 likes and 5 comments with the word linkable asset, I will post a video showing how I got high DR backlinks on autopilot for free by building linkable assets. So don't forget to do that. So step number 3, हैव सम नॉलेज इन दैट फील्ड. अब इससे के पहले आप सब कमेंट सेक्शन में जाकर रेज कमेंट डाल दो कि प्रेरक, तुमने ही तो वीडियो की शुरुआत में बताया था दैट आई डोंट हैव टू बी एन एक्सपर्ट इन ऑल द फील्ड्स. वेल, मैं अपनी बात पर अभी भी अड़ा हूँ. I said you yourself don't have to be a subject matter expert, but you should definitely have some idea. Like, for example, if I've got a query related to HVAC, I would send that pitch to my client and tell them to answer in the most basic possible way. For example, if the request is about best quick fixes to stop tap leakage without using any fancy expensive tools, I'd ask my client that, hey, we got a backlink opportunity. Help us answer this query in the most basic possible way, and we'll refine the answer and make sure your answer stands out, and so that you can get this link worth this much amount of dollars, which will eventually help your site or particular pages rank for that particular keyword in that location. So after you get a reply from your client, it's going to be your job as an SEO marketer to refine that pitch and make sure your answer stands out by presenting the answer in such a way that the reader feels like, oh wow, this is something unique. This is something which I hadn't thought of. But what if the answer that your client gives is not even mind blowing or value adding? Well, you'll then need to do research by checking out the blog post, maybe asking on Reddit, Quora, and other active forum, or maybe even some Facebook groups and communities, and watching some videos on YouTube, and then heading over to ChatGPT. Of course, you must have guessed by now. So you want to come up here in the ChatGPT and feed a raw answer to this question and ask ChatGPT to reply under 300 words in a storytelling format, where you are taking a preconceived wisdom and explaining why this is actually not the case and why the opposite is in fact true. You can also frame this as unconventional advice from an entrepreneurial or business owner's point of view, and suggest an interesting spin or alternative way in which your client is running a company that might be surprising or counterintuitive to other entrepreneurs. Another good way of coming up with something unique is to say on a very big story, and by identifying what the underlying cause of that event was. You can even critique government proposals, or you could pick a fight and say that, a client is always going to have some opinion on regulation, registrations that is being proposed by the government, and which could impact different businesses. However, we need to go a few levels deeper than just simply saying that it's bad for your business. So we need to make the client think about the second order effects of the proposed legislation. While these pitches are to some extent like full force attacking mode, they should be non partial. You need to highlight both the positive and the negative effects of the proposal to set your client as an expert without being biased. Now, providing actionable advice is also another good way to jump on stories. This can often be combined with one of the above angles here, such as saying what the second order effect of something will be, then offering actionable advice to help deal with the second order effect. A little bit secret that I like to share is present findings from the third party data analysis. Now, this isn't just gathering a few data points to support an argument, it's analyzing raw data, presenting it in a digestible format, and drawing conclusions from it. With this approach, you first need to decide what the data is telling you. Does it prove or disapprove something? Is it very beneficial or very detrimental for people or business? Is the data what we were expecting? If not, what's the client thoughts on it? Why it's different than expected? What predictions or forecast can we fetch from this data? And this is how you should present it. Now, situation analysis is something you need to use sparingly, as they are less focused than the other examples which I've shared earlier. This is where we are offering a client to provide a big picture analysis of a current situation, such as the near term future of their industry and analysis of the market, etc. So, the problem with these types of pitches is that these stories are usually already done, or they are just not really telling the audience anything new. Also, remember, iterating on problems more than the solution can be used to insert a client's product into a pitch. By setting out the context of the problem that currently exists and the innovative way the product or your service will solve a problem, you can pretty much incorporate it very beautifully. So, all in all, you'd want to stick to these rules and format that I have just shared, and ask ChatGPT to reply to your answer with no jargons, no fluff, and sticking to simple, plain English, and refraining from using any BS words and jargons like digital landscape, or even stopping from using any emojis. We want to write it in first person and not talk anything in generalizations. As I said, it's going to be story driven, because at the end of the day, your pitch is going to be accepted by journalists, and they love stories, they love sensationalism, and they love hyperboles. They love things blown out of proportion. So keep doing that in your PR answers. And once ChatGPT generates the answer, you'd want to actually copy your answer and put it in different AI detector tools. Like this one from Quillbot is amazing. We have CopyLeaks AI, which is again an amazing tool. We also have this Zero GPT from Right Cream, which you can use. And whenever you find any answers which even hints slight usage of AI, the journalist will discard your answer. So make sure your answers are 100% human written and it has 0% AI content detected. So how do we go from here? If my answer I generated from ChatGPT hints a slight usage of AI, how do I make sure that it bypasses all these different AI detector tools and my answer comes across as 100% human written? Well, we'll simply use another AI tool called as Stealth Writer and paste our answers. So we'll come back to this humanizer. We have a bunch of different options to choose from. Here they recently updated with Ninja 3.2. Earlier I was using Ninja 2.0. So I believe this 3.2 is going to make the writing much more cleaner and better. So if I were to paste my answer and click on humanize, okay, so it requires some sort of authentication before we proceed. And also there is another tool from Right Cream and allows you to bypass different AI detector tools. So here if I were to click and proceed further, it's going to take some time obviously and give us the output. Let's check our Stealth Writer and you can see this is what it gives. Now in my personal experience, when I was using this Ninja 2 and Ninja 1, the writing style was not consistent. So although it was helping me bypass these different AI detector tools, the framing of the answers and how I wanted to present my answer was not something which aligned with the rest of my answer. So you have to keep on doing, you have to go line by line. So if I have this first two lines, I could just copy, put it back in my AI detector tool and keep the rest of the answer as it is and check how likely my answer is generated by AI. And I just keep doing this over and over again till I get 0% AI detected. I can do something similar with this Right Cream tool as well. However, I haven't personally used this before. You can just feel free to share your experience with, how was your experience using this Right Cream tool and particularly this bypass AI. And I'd love to know how well this tool performs compared to the Stealth Writer's Ninja 3.2. Now, after your answer is ready to send, you can then follow up to the journalist asking them if they made the post live. Form a connection with these journalists over LinkedIn and other networks. So if in future they have some requests related to your niche, they can just directly ask you rather than publishing it on these different, databases tools and allowing different PR pitches to get accepted. So that way, your chances of getting accepted is going to be much more than the others. So you would want to do that. Now, assuming you are consistently getting backlinks through Harrow pointing to your homepage, it alone won't do any wonders. You need to have some content on your website to be able to drive traffic organically and potentially convert them. So I think you should definitely check this video out where I document how to write an SEO content brief using AI tools.